And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sports World Dubbo, thanks to Cricket Australia, Destination New South Wales and the Western Plains Regional Council. I'm Cameron Walter alongside Tony Panicasio, and it's time now for the finals of the 2016 Australian Junior Indoor Cricket Championships. We're about to bring you the second game of the day, the minor semi-final in the 15 and under boys division between Western Australia and South Australia. Tony Panicasio, you've watched a lot of cricket this week. You expect this one to be a close one?
Definitely going to be close. They've played once. WA got up 83 to 69. There's really nothing between the two teams. It's going to come down to who really does it best on the day. South Australia are actually batting first for the first time in about 4 games. They've chased regularly, so this will be something different for them as well.
Do you think that that's going to change the way they approach the game?
They have 3 very attacking batsmen. One of them's come out to open, Joshua Spall, who's already scored over 140 runs for the tournament, so I expect them to go hard early.
Yeah, now just a single point separated the two sides of the ladder. They finished 3rd and 4th respectively. South Australia had that single point edge. Why don't you take us through the two teams that will take the court today?
Okay, so for the South Australian team, we've got Tyson Miller as captain, Joshua Spall, RM Hashmi, Oliver Stiles, Jack Reed, Tyson Hayne, Jackson Pearson and Dion Lucas. And for WA, we've got co-captains in Cameron Todd, Lane Berry, Harry Zimmerman, Brodie Foster, Liam Pruss, Tyler McMiles, Kyle Cosson and Paul Crosby.
Yeah, so 2 quality sides. Liam Pruss will bowl the first over for Western Australia. It's Josh Ball and Tyson Hayne are the opening batters for South Australia. And here we go. Sudden death, indoor cricket. Gee, that's a good delivery to start the match. Some bat on it from Spall, but a dot ball. Yeah, another very good delivery. That's 2 good rocks to begin the innings from Liam Pruss. That's wonderful bowling.
He has been really consistent all week, opened the bowling for them in each of their games so far. Really can hit the spot.
And again, hey, not sure where that one went. Called through for a single by his partner in Josh Spall. 3 balls down, 3 runs on the board. Straight to the fielder, correct call of no.
Yeah, you've got their 2 best fielders in Berry and Crosby in the front court. They will try and dominate down the front for Western Australia.
Width and no feet there from Spall, and he knows it. So that now puts them on 3rd ball. Following those 2 dots, it means the score has to change on this delivery. That can either happen in the form of a run off the bat, an extra, or a wicket. And it'll be a run off the bat, kept off the net. So just 4 runs from the first over. It was a good one for Western Australia.
Great start from Pruss again. The interesting thing will be whether or not both Spall and Hayne try and attack more. It's been the way they've played all week, so anything loose, although they've come up with probably their best bowler in Berry. Or is it? No?
It's Crosby.
Crosby. He's been another one, the left armour.
He's a big lad for 15. He'll be bowling to Spall. Driven well, a chance, but he's home. Umpire James Groves from Western Australia signals that a run, that's all. What sort of score do you expect would be par in this match, Tony?
I think if they can get anything above 90, they'll be extremely happy with it. This division's been characterised by very close games the whole way through.
It is, of course, 6-ball over competition. A lot of indoor cricket in previous years has been 8-ball, but 6-ball over competition means anything up towards the 3 figures is a very, very competitive score. So that one pushed down behind the legs of Spall and must have caught some of that line, so called leg side by James Groves.
It's interesting, we've got another left-hander bowling around the wicket. It's been another common trait during the week from a lot of the lefties.
Why do you think that is?
I think people have to understand that the decks here are not the normal decks, they're on the floorboards. So the bounce hasn't been as consistent, so attacking the stumps has been the key. There's been a lot of bolds this week.
2 balls remain. Too much width there, and a
great
great
shot.
shot from Spall.
That's Spall's strength. Any width and he will down up the ball all day.
So 1 ball remains in Crosby's over. It's been a better one for Western Australia, 7 runs from it so far. And 2 to finish, so they move to 16 runs after 2 overs, and 13 runs after 2 overs, and that's where they want to be.
Oh, look, South Australia will be ecstatic to lose no wickets in those first 2 overs. Really, really critical to get that positive start, keep the momentum going.
It'll be Tyler McMiles, who's an inclusion for Western Australia. He'll bowl the 3rd over. What do you think of this move?
He's been somebody who has been a little bit unlucky with his bowling, to be honest. He's bowled a lot of good balls, just hasn't really had the luck to get more. He's had 8 wickets for the tournament. Could have easily had double that with a bit of luck.
Straight to Cameron Todd at leg side. Direct hit, might have found him short. That was a tight one.
And he will generally bowl into the body and try and utilise the 2 on leg side field.
Yeah, it's good bowling.
Straight onto 3rd ball, pressure straight away.
Safely seen off from Hayne. Just enough width for him to rock back and hit that for a safe single.
Holding their nerve, the South Australians. That's twice on 3rd ball and they've played pretty safe shots.
And there's that shot again from Spall. That's an area they can't afford to be into him. Dominant 2. Played flat, chance at the top. Great piece of fielding, and Hayne just home. The throw right over the bales from Cameron Todd. Direct hit might have been interesting.
Direct hit definitely out. It's that difference of that extra 2 to 3 feet with the direct hit.
Now last ball of the McMiles over. It's
confusion. Service.
Yeah. Western Australia rushing the service to the top and allowing the confusion to be excused.
It's probably the big difference in the better sides to the ones that are struggling a little bit is that game awareness. To have 8 people that have that game awareness, whereas some of the sides have generally 4 or 5, and the others that you hope will step up during the week.
So Zimmerman will be bowling the 4th over and the final over of the partnership. They're looking good to get to that sort of 25-30 run mark, which puts them well placed for.
He is the main wicket taker for WA during the week, though, so he will put them under pressure.
Spall on strike. Width fielded well there in the front court by Berry.
Berry, the captain, has been outstanding at cover all week.
Yeah, played behind square leg. Not sure which net that caught. Must have been the back one first. So the nets in indoor cricket offer bonus runs depending on where you hit it. Straighter and longer shots are rewarded with more runs. That net itself is worth a bonus plus the physical run, so that'll be 2 runs for Spall and 3 balls remain in the pair. Seeing him off so far, Tony.
Yeah, he hasn't quite hit the lines that he has earlier in the week. Just that little bit of width, and you can see both South Australians take advantage of it.
Yeah, it was a good shot there from Hayne. That one probably a little more off pace than the rest of the over and waited for it well.
With 2 balls to go, it's been a brilliant start for them. Oh, great shot.
Yeah, wonderful indoor cricket shot. Just great timing from Spall, doing a job for his team. tough ask opening the batting in a sudden death final.
Oh, all the pressure, and both these two have handled it really well. Their composure has been outstanding.
Yeah, there's a great shot to finish.
Finish.
Yeah, 29 runs for the partnership, and well, what a well-constructed 4 overs that was for South Australia. The coach couldn't have asked for more than that.
Yeah, they look slightly scratchy in those first couple of balls, but after that, they've just played themselves into comfortable spots. I'd be ecstatic if I was the coach with 29 on the board.
Yeah, 16 runs to Spall and 13 to Hayne. They'll take that any day of the week. Big job for Western Australia to contain at least one of the next 3 pairs. If each of them continue to do that, then it's going to be an ominous total indeed. But as is the case with indoor cricket, all it really takes in a match like this is to get on top of one pair.
Well, if there's a pair that they can possibly try and dominate, this will be the pair. Young Pearson has struggled a little bit this week. He scored 54 runs for the week. So
Cameron Todd will have the job for Western Australia. Experienced young cricketer is Cameron. And it looks as if Styles will be the strike batsman. So 29 runs on the board. Cameron Todd to bowl.
nervous smile from Pearson at the non-striker's end.
Width and no feet there from Styles, so a dot ball.
You can see automatically the difference in body language from the 2 South Australians that have come out compared to the first 2. They're feeling the pressure.
Straight to the fielder, chance. Ooh. They can't cash in. Looks like this pair will be a fair bit more tentative than the preceding pair in terms of their intent with the bat.
Oh, look, if Pearson gets the drive, I'm sure he'll still play the shot, but if they can crowd him up and not give him the width, they can really get into it.
You can see Cameron Todd there as he pushes that one behind his legs, trying to avoid that width, as you say.
But again, another bowler coming around the wicket. It's been one of the coaching traits of the week.
He's changed his mind
back
now.
Straight away.
Yeah.
There it is.
Just reward, straight through for Cameron Todd, and Western Australia take their first wicket of the innings.
It's going to be a really tough ask for Pearson now. He's going to be really feeling the pressure. And you know Todd's going to keep it right on the money on him.
And I suspect the Western Australian fielders will be reminding Pearson of that.
Doesn't happen, does it, Cameron?
No. Never. So 2 to go. Todd continues. Chance again, it was up. The flick from the keeper is wide, so they're through for 2. Back to 29, so the wicket and no runs from the over so far with 1 ball remaining. An important ball for this pair right now. Just a little dab through the gap there, caught the fielder and caught the net. So 2 runs to finish, but a good over from Cameron Todd. It's what Western Australia needed to get him going.
And you can already see a little bit more buzz and bounce in the step of the West Australians. They recognise that this is going to be the key pair they can hold.
Yeah, it's a long huddle here between overs. You don't see long huddles like this much anymore with the time restrictions in place. So obviously talking very at length about their plans for this pair.
They haven't really had issues with the time though. WA have generally finished somewhere between 3 to 4 minutes of each game. So they're pretty much in control.
This will be Cosson now for Western Australia. And it will be Styles on strike once again. Beaten and a dot ball.
He's
Styles
been another one of their bowlers who's been very unlucky this week bowling his leg spin. Again, you get a little bit of uneven bounce on these decks with that as well.
Straight to the fielder. Good pick up there from Crosby at the front court. So a single.
Good use of the feet from Styles, though. I think he has to be able to do that and not just stay in the crease and allow domination by the bowler.
Just pushed down behind the legs of the left-hander, leg side.
This will be a good contest if he can really get it up to him there, because Pearson will have to make a decision. Yep.
Yeah, there's a little bit more flight there.
It's where he needs to be, up there at him.
Yeah. 2 balls remain. tucked away by Pearson. Just a one.
Not happy with himself there. He hasn't really landed them as well as he has this week.
And yet so far only going for 4. That turns it into 6.
Styles looking far more confident, actually.
Yeah, playing through it a bit more, certainly off that last ball. And they move to 8 runs. And again, well placed to get above that 20-run mark and keep pushing this score towards something that's above par.
Knowing the strength of the batting to come in their last 2 pairs, they'll be very happy if this pair can get to that 20 mark.
Looks like it's going to be Miles again. He will have bowled his 2 overs out by the 7th over. Is that a usual move for the Western Australians, do you think?
I think it's a good move simply because he is one of their off-pace bowlers, and it will make both these batsmen have to make more of a decision than react instinctively to the ball. Again, well played from Styles, finding the gap on the leg side. Not your classic down-up, but hitting with enough force to pierce the field.
Yeah, particularly in a tournament where the nets are as tight as this, often just finding that gap is more than enough to get home.
Oh, they have been very springy. The players have commented on the fact that they have had to adjust after being here early in the week.
Yeah. Okay, so Crosby has moved from the offside to the onside, back to the onside.
Yeah, he's coming around the wicket again. He's done this regularly during the week.
And there's why. Ooh. It's mark of a good bowler where he sets a plan and is able to execute it and bring his field into play.
His big advantage is he's able to bowl the in-swing to the left-hander and then bowl the change-up off-cutter. Oh, there it is.
That's great bowling. Wonderful delivery. Pearson didn't know much about it. And it's come off his legs and onto the stubs. And another big wicket for Western Australia. A crucial time with this second pair. This little period here for them is an opportunity for them to get right on top of the South Australians.
Well, Pearson really has to dig deep now. You can see he's struggling.
Change up there.
Well bowled.
Found the edge.
He has really bowled well this week without the luck, and I've really been impressed at the way he's been able to bowl the change-up. Split fingers again on the seam.
Too much width that time.
Yeah.
And Styles is looking a lot more comfortable, as you said, Tony. It's just now up to Pearson to follow his partner.
Well, big last ball, massive. Round the wicket again to him.
Oh, and straight into the Western Australia co-captain there. If that had stuck, can you imagine? But what a good over that was from Miles. He finishes with figures of 1 for 6 off his 2 overs and none coming off that second over. So a great over at a crucial
quality
time.
over. And the coach has called both the South Australian boys over, knowing the importance of this last over.
And it'll come from Brodie Foster. This pair really in a precarious position. They could end up with 20, they can end up with nothing.
And the key thing is it's the momentum that will come for the next pair, whether it's good or bad. Styles on strike, though, probably a good thing to start the over for them.
And have a look at this field set by Western Australia. 3 in the offside in the front court, 2 on the leg side in the back court, both next to the batter, the non-striker. And there it is, tucked him up and just inside the line.
Not really sure that's where he meant to bowl it, but it's turned out to be a very good ball.
Yeah, certainly because it's put him on third ball. So crucial this moment here. I'm not sure that Pearson knows it's third ball. He wasn't looking at his partner.
Keeping eye contact with him, is he?
Yeah. And straight to the fielder there, one of the 3 on the offside, but scamper through for a single and a very important one at that.
It was actually well played in the end because he knew it was going to be full and wide and he was able to get bat on it and just tap it down in front.
So Foster opting for a more conventional field for the left-hander. And pushes it down leg side. So it being the last over the pair, the batsman has the option of having that again and unsurprisingly exercises that option.
Again, around the wicket to him. I think they've targeted this as his weakness.
Chance at the top,
Oh,
confusion, and he
Oh.
can't direct hit.
Probably had more time than he realised.
Certainly did. Styles was in no man's land. Cameron Todd not at the stumps. Probably wouldn't have made a difference anyway. The throw was an attempt to hit them, not to go to Cameron Todd's hands. Full and trade into the back court for 3. Not a good delivery.
But well, positive shot from Pearson there. He could have just bunted it, but he's played an attacking shot. 14 on the board with 2 to go. Very important last 2 balls.
They go back to their unorthodox field setting. Perhaps trying to tempt Styles into playing across the line into that vacant front court leg side. And it's gone behind his legs. So an extra ball and free 2 runs.
Styles has opened his stance up a little bit more too, so he's trying to accommodate for this. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, lack of control here from Foster as the over's coming to a close. There's still 2 balls remaining in it, and
he's really letting him off the hook
yeah,
with this.
They're getting out of jail with this over. They've found their way back to 18. They were looking in all sorts early after McMiles is over. Big breath from Foster. Makes the batsman wait, and here he comes. Yeah, just placed into that court. The vacant leg side court there in the front for an easy 2.
Not an orthodox shot, but at the end of the day, it was really well played. He knew it was full, knew there was nobody there, and placed it slowly.
That's what they're trying to get him to do. He just managed to execute it correctly and gets his 2. Full and just blocked down for a dot to finish. But that was not a good over for Western Australia.
See the reaction from the South Australian bench. They all jumped up, fist pumping. They're really happy with that 20 runs.
Yeah, it's so crucial, that 20. That's continued the good performance of their openers and has put them in a very, very good position. It's Miller and Reid coming out now.
Well, Tyson Miller has probably been the bat of the tournament. He scored over 148 runs, so his efforts have been quite outstanding. Reid has scored 66 runs for the week. Hasn't batted badly, but isn't the dominant player probably out of the 2. So if you're WA, you'd really want to be focusing on putting the pressure on Reid.
We'll check in quickly with our other games. The other semi-final, the major semi-final between Cyclones and Queensland taking place on the other court now, and Queensland are 82 runs at the beginning of the 3rd pair, and in the 13 under semi-final, the ball here from
delivery.
Crosby. Crosby starts with a very important wicket and through the South Australian captain. What a delivery.
Great in-swinger, took him on the top of the thigh, back onto off stump. Not the sort of delivery you want to face first up as a batsman.
No. Great start for Western Australia. I'll come back to that other game in a moment as we watch the second ball here from Crosby. Yeah, just pushed behind the legs there, so follows the wicket up with a wide. And yeah, on our other channel, ladies and gentlemen, it's the under 13s minor semi-final, so more sudden death cricket. Cyclones and Western Australia. The Cyclones are on 59 late in the 9th over of the match. Feel free to flick over to Stream 2 to catch some of that action as Crosby continues. Full and wide, and a chance goes begging. Dragged Miller out of his crease. He was stumbling all over the place.
Quality delivery. That one didn't swing back. It managed to stay out wide. Tyson was playing for the swing.
Chance at the top. This has been an excellent over from Crosby. He's got a wicket so far, 2 great deliveries for a dot, and now it's 3rd ball. So Western Australia really have an opportunity to completely reverse the momentum of this match with this delivery. Chance, and the flick is wide. But I have to tell you, Tony, that has the damage been done to the confidence of Tyson Miller off the start of that over?
I don't think so. I think Tyson's strong enough. He actually played aggressively at that. He didn't just try and bunt, so I'm confident he can come back from this. And the leg side to finish will be a welcome relief that gets them back to the 0 at least.
Yeah, so all even at the end of that first over. Certainly be interested to see if your assessment of Miller's correct. He's the captain of the team. He'd be the captain for a reason. And the form bat of the tournament, as you've said. So if he can hold true to that and lead from the front and recover from what was a poor start, well, I suppose not necessarily a poor start, but a great over.
Yeah, Crosby was one of the
mark of the man.
Crosby is one of their gun bowlers, so to come out at 0, it's not the end of the world for them. He's one of the guys who's potentially able to get the big negative over. This will be a test though, Cosson with the spin. If ever you had nerves, if a spinner lands it early, that's the last thing you want to do.
Spoken like a spinner.
Yeah. Confidence from Miller though.
Yeah, good use of his feet. You're quite right there, he's not going to change the way he's playing. Quite happy to get out to that one, help himself to 2 runs. Too much width there from Cosson, but an opportunity at the top, and gee, that was close in the end. That was a good throw there.
Direct hit, I think he would have been gone. But again, we've got now a leggy coming around the wicket as well. It's just the trend of the week continues. Wouldn't be surprised to see Miller use his feet again. Changed it up.
And through the leg side fielder there. They get through for 2.
Would have been a chance had he taken it.
Yeah.
Reed had already taken off. Miller had held his ground, but the misfield from Crosby allowed them to get through. Reed's showing good composure, actually.
Here, Foster at the back here, tell his teammates to just chill. They've got time, so stay patient. The opportunities will come.
It's a good shot again from Reed. Not being tempted into it, waiting on it, nice.
The fact that they're able to do that and be patient and play like that comes off the back of the first 8 overs from their first 2 pairs. They've put them in a strong position. They don't need to do anything silly. They can continue to build an innings by playing shots like that. 2 balls to come. Through for a quick single.
You can see that Miller's ability to come down the track has actually changed the way that Cosson's bowling. He's now bowling the quicker offie rather than his standard leggy at Miller. So it's a mini win for the batsman there.
Beats the edge of the bat, and the batsman was short of his ground, but the sweeper fielder in the way of the non-striker, so umpire James Grove has ruled that not out, and probably correct. The fielder was not fielding the ball and therefore has to get out of the way of the batter.
And he has been the most consistent umpire with that call all week. So the players are well aware that that would be the case.
Yeah, and I don't think too much argument from
not at all
from the Western Australians there. Yeah, they know, and you saw the fielder with his hands up. He just couldn't disappear. That's all.
He just realised he was in the wrong place.
Yep. So good cricket there, and well umpired from James Groves.
This is a big over now. Lane Berry, the captain, second highest wicket taker for the WA side this week. Again, it's in that pivotal spot halfway through the pair, 8 runs. Potentially can reach their 20 again.
Edgy little cut there.
Yeah, still intent from Miller though. He's come out of his shell from what those first couple of balls were now. I expect him to go on with it.
Again, fended through the same region. Just 2 more examples of flat shots that have just hit the net and come out of the reach of the fielder. So
you'd almost think the point would be worthwhile being the extra step off the net.
Yeah.
Great shot.
That is an excellent shot.
Whole South Australian bench raised with that shot.
Yeah, well
Reed
done.
Certainly holding his own now. He's gaining in confidence each shot as well.
Well, as of that delivery, he's 1 run in front of his captain. So making a big contribution to this partnership.
Again, that is quality.
Absolutely sensational batting from the South Australian captain. That's the second down up three he's hit and made it look like child's play.
There wasn't a lot wrong with the ball from Berry. It was in a good area. He just played it so well.
And full and wide and a dot ball to finish, but
oh, look, they're on target though. They're 19 with an over to go.
Absolutely. They're very well placed. 69 runs with 5 overs remaining in the innings. You have to remember the previous encounter between these two. What was the score?
Yeah, 83-69, so they've basically reached their target already.
That's right. It looks like Cameron Todd's going to come on a bowl this, the 12th over. He had a good first over early in the second pair, 1 for 2. Struggled with one pushing it down the side and then responded with a middle stump castle. So
I think they're bringing Todd on because of his variation so that somebody like Miller can't just get used to the one pace delivery. Pivotal over in the game though.
Here he is. Too short. Comfortable single.
Again though, that off pace, Miller struggled to try and get it above the field, so it's a good move from WA.
Width, another flat shot, another safe 2 runs.
4 balls to go. They could get close to 80 here, which would be an outstanding total at this point. Took away the width, dot ball.
Yeah, right into the hip of the South Australian captain. 6 ball over cricket, dots are almost as valuable as a wicket. That one tucked through. Again. Just get a couple that have got through Crosby there in the front. If he can get a hand to some of those, if we're out a couple of chances.
He's got an excellent reach. He's a very tall lad.
Yeah. 2 balls remain. Chance.
Here we go. Well run.
Yeah. It's a very good pickup. Needed a direct hit though, I suspect, despite the fact that Reed didn't dive. He was through quick enough to find his ground. And they move to 25 for the partnership and 74 for the total.
It's a good finish.
They're down up 2 to finish the innings from the South Australian captain. And you called it, Tony Panicasio. He shook off that loss of an early wicket and has rebounded a post. 16 runs to his own name. What a batting performance that's been.
They have to be really happy with the position because they've got their dominant pairing coming in last. Both these players have really dominated for the Carnival. Hashmi has absolutely creamed every ball that's been anywhere near him. I've not seen a kid at his age hit the ball as hard as he has. WA have to be careful. There's a chance here they could be chasing over 100.
So what sort of strategy, if you were coaching this Western Australian side, would you deploy to try and counteract the big hitting of a batsman like Hashmi?
I think you have to go to your 2 on leg field and keep everything in the hip. He's still the sort of batsman who will try and take you on and give you the chances. It's going to be whether they take those chances.
So, as you say, his partner is Dion Lucas. Lucas actually played for the ACT a couple of years ago in the under-15s level, so familiar with Lucas.
And played 21s this year for South Australia.
Yeah, so
there we go, straight away, an aggressive drive.
Yeah, very good intent there. And these two obviously have a plan to look for extra runs.
They've done that all week. Lucas is very, very quick coming back to the danger end. I wouldn't be surprised if they get a few.
So the left-handed Lucas coming on to face his ball from Bruce.
Oh,
he gets through him.
Just like his first over, has them under pressure straight away.
Yeah, backing away again. He got some bat on that one.
Well, good dive.
Yeah, great diver. He's fairly fortunate that the way he dived, that bounce certainly, that bat certainly bounced. So
yeah, difficult for the umpire to see those ones. Really
absolutely, well, absolutely. But gee, you'd like hit West Australians probably like a slow-mo replay of that.
That's a good area. Take away the drive from him.
Move to 4 for the pair with 2 balls remaining. Push down leg.
Just feel the pressure coming onto the West Australians here. I think they realise that this pair is very aggressive.
Final ball. Driven. Almost a bunt, really, but through the gap.
They'd be happy with that start, though.
Yeah, 2 runs to finish, so 8 runs off what wasn't too bad an over. And South Australia really well positioned with 3 overs remaining in their innings. 3 figures looking increasingly likely.
If I'm the coach, I'm really happy at this point in time. You want to get those 3 figures on the board and then choke the life out of WA if you can. This will be an interesting over now. You know that Berry will keep the ball up. And you know that Hashmi will drive, so could be some exciting cricket this over.
Lucas on strike. Here comes Berry. Width chance. Just rebounding off the fielder there.
Hit with enough aggression, though, to make it difficult for the fielder. This is the key contest now between these two. Oh, conservative from him. Respecting the delivery.
Yeah, having a bit of a look. I think, again, Hashmi probably be aware that most of the work's been done. They don't need to take any risks.
There's a big hit.
And Lucas caught ball watching there.
Got away with it, though, in the end.
He did get away with it.
It's the way he plays, though. He won't die wondering. Around the wicket again.
Great piece of fielding, and that'll be a very important wicket for the Western Australians. That's gone to hand and a great flick back, and they make no mistake to effect a run out. Well done from Cosson on the 3 line.
And that's probably their first wicket for quite a while.
It is, in fact, their first wicket since the 9th over. They have only taken 3 wickets in this innings.
Credit to South Australia. And there's the hit. Oh, great catch.
4. What a turnaround those 2 balls could prove to be. South Australia were cruising towards 100, and again, all of a sudden they're back in the 70s.
The ball pitched up. He's gone the big hit. Very good enough to take the one-hander. All of a sudden they're back to 76.
1 ball remains. Oh, and very nearly another wicket. What a great finish to that over it was from the Western Australian co-captain. He's done the job for his team there. 2 for -8.
Great over. The interesting thing now will be to see how the South Australians react. Will they keep trying to attack? Foster to bowl, who is a quality bowler. I think they'll still attack. I just can't see them changing the way they play.
And in some respects, you probably don't want them to. That's when teams do get themselves into trouble, when people just try and reinvent themselves in the middle of a sudden death final. Here's Foster to Hashmi. Down leg side.
There was half a chance there. He actually drifted out.
Yeah.
Difficult one for the keeper, though, Zimmerman. He'll be looking for the big drive. The ball will be pitched up.
Good piece of fielding there from Crosby in the front court, but
Lucas is
quick enough.
Very quick.
Score moves to 80. 10 balls remain in the South Australian innings. It's been a good fight back here from Western Australia in this pair, but they can't afford to let South Australia go again. Cameron Todd standing right at the stumps. Aggressive run and a misfield, turns it into 2 runs.
Really important last 2 balls now. I'm still waiting for RM to have the big drive again. There it is.
Yeah, that was right in the slot. Gee, a good slap. That ended up being close, but what a shot from Hashmi. You've been waiting for it, and it was put right there for him to do it.
He's done it all week, as you said. Why change?
Yeah. 2 balls to come now.
All of a sudden back to 89.
Yeah. Short chance, drop safe. The throw went to the wrong end and they're through for a single.
It's probably the better type of ball to bowl to both these batsmen, actually, that shorter ball. take away that ability to drive.
Yeah, I suspect this one won't be anywhere near as full as the last ball to Hashmi. And it is, and it almost went the journey as well. At 3 runs.
Well, he's unhappy, Foster, too.
Yeah, that 3 runs to finish. And an expensive over in the end, 17 runs from it. It's not a good one for Western Australia, and it's put South Australia back into the box seat.
Most definitely. 1 over to go. Zimmerman again. He's been their top bowler all week, but he's going to have to produce. Otherwise, they will be chasing 3 figures. I know out of both teams which one I'd prefer to be at this point of the game.
Yeah. So Hashmi on strike, Zimmerman the bowler, 6 balls remaining in the innings. Here we go. It's a good shot there. Not sure which net that caught in the end. Let's wait for the signal.
Good game awareness from him as well. You know, if it's not there to drive, he has that ability to still hit the springs. Almost to the point where they're both trying to consolidate now, not taking any of the risks, which is good.
Yeah, they did the damage in that last over. They can cruise to 100 plus from here.
Oh, yeah. If you're Zimmerman, you have to think, do you want to really pitch it up?
Oh. Was that it? That was up,
I thought it was a catch, but they didn't react that way. We both thought it was.
Yeah. Comfortable, just happy to let that one fall in front of him. Chopped down for a single. And 2 balls remain now, and they're now on 100 runs.
And look, it's a great scorecard, you know, 29, 20, 27, 23. As a coach, you'd have to be happy.
I've gifted them a run somewhere here, I think, as they're actually on 99.
Oh.
Grab 2 there.
And there's their 100. 1 ball to go. It's going to be a tough chase for WA. Oh, solid finish.
Great finish. 2 runs to Dion Lucas, and they have posted 103 in what is a little bit of a seesawing final 4 overs, but South Australia made no mistake and they've put on 103 runs. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching our live and continuing coverage of the final series of the 2016 Australian Junior Indoor Cricket Championships. We're live from Sports World Dubbo, thanks to Cricket Australia, Destination New South Wales and the Western Plains Regional Council. South Australia have posted 103 runs in the first innings of this, the minor semi-final. We'll check in quickly with the other games taking place now. The 15 and under major semi-final between Cyclones and Queensland. Queensland have posted a phenomenal 135, so Cyclones have a lot of work to do there to overcome that 135 run mark. The winner of that, of course, will go straight through to the grand final. The loser will play the winner of this match later today. In our other match taking place right now on stream 2, it's the 13 and under boys minor semi-final. Western Australia are on 109 at the beginning of the last over, so they too posting a good total that Cyclones are going to have it all to do in order to chase down. But back on this game, 103 runs, fantastic batting from the South Australians, in particular from Hashmi, who sent a ball on the journey to resurrect that final pair. Also from Tyson Miller, who came back from the loss of that wicket, and Styles, who looked uncomfortable very early but came away. He's the second top scorer in that innings, so great innings from the South Australians. He
was probably one of the ones that they didn't expect to be able to do that as well, which is the bonus. The key now is going to be how they react. I think Lucas, who will always open the bowling for them, is really looking at trying to get that negative over to start off and get the momentum. They probably do carry 1 or 2 bowlers who aren't going to blow people out of the water and will rely on just hitting the spot. So big decision for South Australia is how hard do they go early with their bowling.
I've always been a fan of attacking early, but they will have to contend with the 2 Western Australian co-captains, Lane Berry and Cameron Todd. Berry on strike, here is Lucas. Starts well, a good area chair to the keeper's end. A desperate dive there from Cameron Todd. It might have been some bouncing bat again, but the umpire well positioned to see that.
I actually thought it was more chance of getting Berry out at this end. Todd did a good dive, but Berry was only halfway when Pearson fielded the ball. Instinctively, he went to that end.
Yeah, it probably should have been a no call, really. He ran on contact. It was straight to the fielder. So a little bit of nerves there early from the Western Australians, but another thing that delivery shows is how ready the South Australians are to defend this. It is sudden death cricket, the loser, the tournament's over.
Yeah, all or nothing now, and the pressure will just build and build. There's the outswinger.
Yeah.
Well played from Todd, though. Both these boys have been really composed as a batting pair all week. They will expect to get their 20 to 25.
Yeah, Cameron Todd often looks like a little ice machine. Doesn't show a lot of emotion. Can't get much out of him. That ball, again, to a fielder. Didn't get it cleanly, but it put enough pressure on Cameron Todd that he had to dive again.
That's
They're making
twice.
him work.
And at this stage of the week, even though they're young and fit, the muscles have to be starting to feel it.
Lucas continues. Full. Call of no from Cameron Todd.
I think WA would be happy if they see Lucas off and still manage to get 5 or 6 runs. That'd be a win for them.
Yeah, it's a great delivery there. Cameron Todd just caught on the crease, couldn't get his feet out of the way, let it hit him, so they get through for a single, but he's bowling well, Lucas.
Quality over.
He's only gone for singles and a dot.
Yeah, with a couple of half chances.
Yeah.
Oh.
Finishes poorly. So they get 6 runs off the over. Now, the job for Western Australia from here is to just, I say this on commentary all the time, Tony, but their aim is to give the last pair a chance to win the game.
Most definitely.
And so if they can get the score to anywhere resembling even something is like 65-70, their last pair has an opportunity. It'd have to be the highest skin, but they have an opportunity to win. If they get to the last over and they need 15, 16 runs,
it's always doable.
That's what they have to do. So just got to stay in the game. Stay in the game. It'll be Styles to bowl the second over. Cameron Todd is on strike. Full and easily dealt with for 2.
Yeah, this could be the Achilles heel for the South Australians in that they've got a lot of off-pace bowlers, and if they don't hit their mark, it does become easy to hit the down up 2.
Another leg side early.
And just feel the pressure relief when that starts to happen. Great shot again.
Great shot from Lane Berry. An easy 2. Interestingly, the Western Australian side gave South Australia 18 runs in the form of extras in their innings. So
it's a lot in a 6-ball over.
Yeah. Good call of yes. Direct hit, but he was home. It was good early call from Berry to call Todd through.
South Australia are going to have to make some big decisions in this pair because they can't allow them to get away early. Another great shot from the captain. And that's typified his batting all week. Down up 2s, being able to just stroll through.
Yeah, that one too short for...
4 runs with the no ball as well.
Yeah, Cameron Todd. So that's 4 runs off the delivery, as you say, and costly second over, 13 runs.
Yeah, all of a sudden they're 19 at the halfway stage.
Look, I sit here talking about how the job of the West Australians is to give them an opportunity to win the game in the last over. If they continue like this, they're not going to need that. They'll be well in front.
No. Pearson to bowl. He's probably not one of the gun bowlers, but he continues to get wickets for them.
That's
an
what they
unusual
need now.
delivery action.
Todd on strike. Good piece of
Oh,
fielding,
there
and
it
that'll
is.
be out. Was that
Great piece
Hashmi
of
in the front
fielding.
court, was it?
Yeah. Used his height well. Great flick. Very caught short.
Yeah, we saw a couple when South Australia were batting that just got through the front court. That could be the difference in this game. Hashmi getting hand to it and getting it back to the stubs quickly, and Berry well short of his ground.
It's a better shot.
Yeah, 2 from it.
At least for WA, the wicket happened in the first ball, gives them that chance to recover. Nothing worse than losing one in the last 2 balls.
And following up a wicket with an easy 2 and a no ball. Oh, another good piece of fielding. A direct hit. Berry would have been out. He was coasting home. It's Reed there in the front court. Oh, Miller, I apologise, the captain. So 2 balls remain. They've got back to 1 so far off the over.
It's been a good recovery.
Chance. Another good piece of fielding. The South Australians are certainly up. 1 ball remains now.
It's those little misses though. That's a good bit of fielding, but if he hits, well.
Chance again. And that'll be out.
That is out.
Another great piece of fielding. Cameron Todd's not happy with the decision,
He's not
but
happy,
I'm sorry,
but he was
son.
definitely short.
Well short of the ground.
Probably needed the dive that time.
He did. That just shows that, I mean, that piece of fielding was quick and clean and unexpected from Cameron Todd, which is why he didn't dive and why he was short. So, massive wicket there. 2 wickets from the over, 2 for -3.
And again, the wicket off the last ball where you cannot recover.
Yeah, and it'll be Hashmi now to come on and bowl the 4th over with the minor semi-final in the balance.
He has the ability to bowl a good off-cutter as well, so this will be interesting. Oh, wide.
Down leg, Cardinals sent in the last over.
Won't phase him though. He'll come back and try and do it and get in the right spot again.
Well played, little change up. Just a single.
He's a very confident young man. One hand pick up where if he misses it, it goes through to the back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah, 2 runs, hit nice and hard. We should point out for our viewers that skins are now irrelevant in all finals matches. So the fact that South Australia looking good to win this skin is completely irrelevant for this match. A team has to win it. If it does happen to be a tie, South Australia will advance by virtue of finishing third
on the ladder. Around the wicket.
Beats him.
Beats him.
Still
again,
3 to come.
That's the inconsistent bounce on these decks. That one really didn't get up at all. Good adjustment from Todd that time though.
Yeah, through the hands. So 2 runs and 2 balls remain.
Well, they'll be content if they can finish this pair off, 25. That's the start you want, chasing 100.
Driven, oh dropped.
Oh, that's a 12-run turnaround.
And it's gone for 7. What a massive moment. You called it, Tony. That is a 12-run turnaround.
It was hit hard, but a player of his ability probably should have caught it. Or at least stopped it from going through to the 7. Gave Lucas no chance with the deflection. Happy to let it go.
And rightly so. The damage done off that last ball. And what a resurrection that was after the 3rd over. They take 16 runs from the 4th and get to 32.
Wow, that's massive in the context of the game to come off, look up and see 32. South Australians definitely pumped now. Well, this will be interesting. I can tell you that McMiles is probably the most attacking batsman in terms of if it's anywhere in his half, he will have a go.
So it could either take the game away from South Australia here or...
Well, unless he changes, which I doubt, he'll be very attacking the whole way. Miller coming into bowl.
Gross on strike. Half a chance there.
It's a good bowling to have to him too because he will bring the ball into him. He does like width, McMiles.
Ooh. Oh, chance at the top end. The throw is nowhere.
Oh. You can just see the pressure's building on both sides here. Outs that they would have taken early in the week. Angling it in quite a long way, but still only having the one on leg. I'd almost be tempted to put two on leg. And he's moving to two on leg.
Must have been listening.
Oh, well bowled.
Yeah, great delivery, but the vacant point region allows him to scamper through
Unlucky
for that
to
single.
concede the run. I mean, he hit him on the shins and just dribbled off.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Still stick to the plan.
There it is off the leg. He's out of it. Oh, confusion amongst the batsmen. It's just got a little tardy from both sides at the moment. Throws coming to the back aren't what you'd call good service. Poor old Lucas has been scrambling for the last few throws. Oh.
Doesn't get much easier than that.
No, just bunted it, change up ball, kicked on him a little bit. And again, a last ball wicket.
1 for -2 from the South Australian captain.
Critical time to get your wicket. Reid coming on. And again, he will cause McMiles problems, I think, because of the fact that he can bowl the off-pace delivery.
Here comes Reid. Bruce on strike. Tucked through square leg for 2.
This will be a contest now. If he pitches it up like that, I can't see McMiles being defensive. Oh, there it is. Came down the track to hit it.
You called it. Read it like an open book, Tony.
Well, he probably had the right idea. He just seemed to close the face and play all around it. Well bowled from Reid, though. Takes a lot of courage to get that ball up there when you know the guy's coming at you. -5.
Full again, driven.
Oh, chance.
And that'll be out every day of the week, and the wheels are falling off the Western Australian run chase. 3 wickets in 4 balls.
The key from Reid is not giving him width, so the ball has to come back straight. Lucas at the back stumps is not going to miss those.
Yeah, that's fielding practice, that is. It's straight to him. The call should have been no. Throws it up again and hits the top and just drops straight down, but still, it's called
7.
5.
Oh, really?
He's called that 5.
Okay.
That was 7 all day. I'm surprised the Western Australian support staff aren't correcting that call. That was...
seemed to be a 7, but...
Yeah. I think I understand why he called it that, because it certainly dropped down and hit that wire, but still.
It's a good over from Reid. -4 after the 6th, sorry.
Yeah, very good over, and as I said, there's a little period there, 3 wickets in 4 deliveries.
Well, you'd be very tempted now to keep the off-pace bowling going.
Absolutely. It's Tyson Hayne. Does that fit the bill, Tony? You've watched Tyson before?
Yeah, he'll probably come onto the bat a bit more. It's going to come down to not giving them room again. He will come onto the bat, though. Oh, great work by the keeper.
The old leg side stumping.
This ball has kept well all week, and that was a good example of it.
I just heard one of the South Australian spectators call him Heine, so it must be Hine, not Hayne. So I do apologise if I've been mispronouncing that. What can he do here? He's just produced a wicket off his first ball. A very loose shot.
The pressure is building. You can see it now on both these WA batsmen. That was uncharacteristic from Bruce. He hasn't played like that.
Have to keep reminding myself how young these guys are. So, yeah, pressure certainly easy to creep in for them.
Good leave. Showed good restraint there, McMiles. I thought he might have come at him, but he's realised the ball's swinging down leg. Oh, he's called no early.
The throw was silly.
Oh, they're still out.
It's still out.
Great work from Lucas.
Both batsmen were at this end anyway, but well short of their ground, and These two are just throwing wickets away now.
Again, it was poor service, but Lucas was able to recover and get the flick back to the stumps. They've got to dig deep now, this pair. They can't allow any more wickets.
Is that what I said earlier? Certainly come back into play in terms of giving their last pair an opportunity to win. If they can fight back to something that's positive, even only by single digits, and then their third pair can do a job for Western Australia, it's still game on.
Chance.
Yeah.
Yep.
If the wheels fall off, then it's game over now.
Yeah, their target now should be to just get it back into positive. They've got an over to go still after this. Easier said than done. Oh.
Through hands.
And only the one.
He's called
given
three.
It three.
Yep. And over. That would have been quite a catch.
It's the slice of luck they probably need, though.
Absolutely, as they head over to get some instructions from their coach. I imagine that will be something along the lines of just do get us back to positive.
Well, 28. They get 10 off the over, back to 38, and it does give the last two pairs a chance to build. If I'm South Australia here, though, I really want to put the foot down. Massive over, spoil to bowl. Josh has been their second highest wicket taker this week, so it's a good move from South Australia.
Yeah, every over has seen a wicket so far in this pair, if not two. Oh. And this was almost no exception off the first ball.
Almost back 30, to parity, though.
Yeah.
Well, can't afford those, though.
And that certainly
takes the pressure right off.
Will be of some assistance to their mission.
Smart batting here, they can get to 10. And a no ball. Oh, poor throw.
Front foot, no ball. So in indoor cricket, you can't touch any part of that line with your front foot, and that appears to be what Spall has done. So they get that delivery again as well, and 4 runs from it. Chance at the top.
Oh, he's missed again.
Oh, dear.
3 in a row to Reid. McMiles did the right thing. He turned straight away and came back, but I think it still would have been out had it hit.
He had plenty of time.
Still 4 balls, though. They're on 4. They've recovered.
Great
That's a better shot. It's more like the play I've been used from him this week. That's
yeah. 3 deliveries remain.
Oh, smart shot. I'll give credit to both of these guys. There was a chance they could have absolutely blown this away. They've come back. WA back in this. Oh.
Finds the edge, falls safe. 1 ball remains. A little bit of a crowd around the Western Australia batsman there. Wonder if they may have been asking him what his dinner plans were later tonight. And Spall bowls his last ball. And a good great shot there from Bruce to finish. Gets them recovery. Back to double figures.
Yeah, back to 10.
And 30 a pair.
Gets the win.
Thereabouts, yeah. So great job there in the face of some great bowling. But 3 very damaging overs from South Australia as we continue our live coverage via indoor.cricket.com.au or the CA Live app. For those family and friends at home watching, please do share the link around and let's help expose some more people to the wonderful game that is indoor cricket, particularly at this level. We're looking at some future superstars of cricket in all its forms. We know there's a number of big bash players that came up through the indoor cricket ranks, to say nothing of players that have gone on to represent their country. Brad Haddon comes to mind as a player who represented the ACT in the 17 under division and played a number of tests for Australia, and we could be looking at some of those stars here today.
Oh, without a doubt. The talent on show this week has been impressive. Miller to bowl. Oh, first. Oh, no. We've lost a computer.
So just a great piece of fielding there from Lucas to
kept it to 1.
To keep that to 1. And Miller follows up with a Castle. What a delivery it was. So it's had a little bit of everything so far, this this batting pair.
Leading edge, it almost went for 6. The camera. I think it's...
So we've had single, Castle,
and a
and
play
a dot.
miss. And Crosby's feeling the pressure, you can see that straight away. I think South Australia realise this is the pair. If they can hold this pair, it could well be game over. Miller, one of the guns.
Side to back there, so 4 runs, and I think that's an illustration of what we're going to see from some of these Western Australians to keep them in the game.
Yeah, look, if I'm South Australian coach, I'm not unhappy with that. I mean, it's a risky shot. He's got the benefit this time, but can he repeat it? Wide to finish.
Still a good over for Miller. Finishes with 2 for none.
I'd be very tempted to bowl Lucas in this pair at some point, whether they save him for the end as they normally do, but be an opportune time to really knock them back.
Yeah, they call it the Premiership quarter for a reason. It's a period in the game where South Australia can really take control. If they keep this pair to less than 30 or even less than 25.
Yep, it makes it very hard on that last pair.
Absolutely.
Mind you, Pearson has done the job for them this week, time and time again.
2 for -3 off his first over. What can he do with his second? Crosby on strike.
Handy deflection of Zimmerman.
Yeah. Be thanking him for that one.
Reed feeling quite deep though behind the line here.
Yeah, they are. It's inviting the drive, but a straight leg side fielder there. Just outside of his reach to get through for the single.
Makes it very hard for him to execute the run out from there because he's got to take basically 3 steps, pivot, turn.
It's almost a concession from South Australia. They're giving up that opportunity for a wicket for a more defensive field and a chance at the top here. And
well done from Zimmerman.
Yeah, got back.
Hitting the lines though, Pearson. He's making them really struggle. No real pace on it, but certainly hitting the spot. You just feel something's got to give in this pair somewhere along the line. Oh, he's got away with it.
He has.
I think Crosby's signalled his intentions. If it's up, he will go the journey if he can.
Chance at the top,
Oh,
it should be out.
Gone.
It was a good early call of no from Zimmerman. It was the right call, but Crosby not responding.
He committed way too early. It was 4 steps down. He's not going to get back from there. And again, Pearson does the job. Good heads up from Styles too. Recognised that Crosby was a long way down. Just gave the ball back nice and easy.
And play miss, and Pearson 3 for -4 are his figures for the match.
Sensational bowling from Pearson this game. WA boys really now have to make a decision how positive they're going to be. You know, 1 after 2 overs, they've got to get it to 20.
Yeah, and look, I think the decision has to be based around who they are backing to hit the back net when they need to. So if that person's in this pair, then they need to go now. If it's in the last pair, then this pair just needs to knuckle down and, as I say, give them that opportunity to win.
And they've brought another off pace on in Styles, so could be interesting. Fair ball.
And it will
Crosby's
now be
not
third
happy.
ball. So third ball now, make or break moment for Western Australia. Well, that'll be an up-down 3.
Pretty safe shot in the end if you can execute it the way he did. A lot of frustration in Crosby though, a lot of shaking of the head at the moment. Good
Great shot. Yeah, he's found the net, another 3.
Holding his nerve, Zimmerman. I still think Crosby's going to look for the big shot at the back. Oh, wide. Again, they're just letting that pressure off them. All of a sudden, they're 9 with a few balls to go.
Yeah, just letting them hang around.
That's a better shot.
Yeah, flat and safe.
Utilising those springy nets again back to the middle of the court.
Yep.
11 with a ball to go. It's been a recovery. Oh, no call.
I think the run was there. The call was early, but there was enough time for Crosby to get back at that time. And they finished the over with a dot, but 10 runs from it. So they're back to 11.
Here's the big decision for South Australia. I'd be bowling Lucas now and really just keep them on this score.
Yeah.
They're bringing Spall. It's not a bad choice either.
Western Australia need to be above 65 when these two walk off the court. And
I guess what they're doing is they're keeping Lucas in the bank for if it does get tight down the line. But
yeah,
it's a big over.
Yeah, I mean, that said, if Lucas bowled now and bowled well, that'd almost be the game. Crosby on strike. He's on 4 runs at the moment. Here comes Spall. Driven.
Great start.
Great piece of fielding from Hashmi to save the back net. So he saved a run there. 3 runs though. Score moves to 56.
Oh.
Yeah, good call of no. It's well bowled there.
Yeah, it's a good line. It takes that risk, but if you can execute, it's going to take away any of the shots. Good shot.
Through the field for 2. Is Crosby going to go?
I don't think he's going to give him that width.
Slap is wide, so they get away with 2.
And there's the 60 barrier.
So far, 44 runs away from victory with 4.2 overs remaining. Driven, chance. The throw is wide, so they're through for 2.
Yeah, I think if he bowls that same ball to Crosby, it might be a different sort of shot.
Last ball.
Oh, they're calling out to Crosby from the bench. So. Oh.
Swing and a miss. They finished with an all-important dot. And there you have it. They will need, 42 to win off 4 overs. So it'll have to be the highest skin of the match and one of the highest skins of the championship. So
if there's a pair that's capable, both these boys are well and truly capable. They're both good bats. It is a big ask, though, in a sudden death semi-final. Again, if you had your choice, you'd rather be South Australia at this point.
Easily.
They've got Lucas, they've got Hashmi to bowl. I mean, they've got a lot in the tank.
And it will be Lucas, and I suspect their intent would be to see Lucas off, try and build something in the middle too, and give themselves an opportunity to throw the bat at it in the last over.
Yeah, oh look, it's big over, massive over.
Lucas to Foster. It's in the gap.
Good start.
Yeah, it's 2 runs.
Has batted well all week, Foster. I don't expect anything to change. Oh,
straight to the field. Yeah, very good length that he's bowling.
He'll probably bowl him another inning and then try and set up for his outie, which is almost unplayable when he gets it right.
Another 2 for the Western Australians.
Oh, well bowled.
That is quite a nut, that, Tony.
He has bowled that way all week. His figures probably don't reflect how well he's bowled. The longer they go without a wicket, though, the pressure will start to come back on South Australia. It's a good shot. Again, using those springy nets. They get to 70, they'll start looking at the scoreboard, the South Australians.
You see Hashmi.
Hashmi's trying to get them.
Trying to fire up the South Australians. It's the last ball for Dion Lucas. And he finishes with a wicket.
Great ball.
Middle stump. Thank you very much. And that undid all of the good work there from the Western Australians. They had seen off the bulk of the over. And what a finish that is for Dion Lucas. He finishes with figures of 1 for 7.
I think he preempted the big in-swinger and it wasn't.
So now they need 41 runs off just 3 overs. So
well, it has to change the way they play now. Two ball won't get them there.
Should still be 12-12, then attack. If they go too early and it doesn't come off, it's game over.
Again, they've just got to be good with the decisiveness of what they're going to do here with this. There it is, Reid.
And off the net, Lucas.
Only one, well fielded.
Protects the net.
Reid will give them the chance to go at them. It's about making that right decision.
There's one from Cosson.
Oh,
Lucas.
hit.
Great piece of fielding from him again. He's doing a great job here at the back net, but Cosson, what a shot that was, and that's what they need, Western Australia.
They can't give them width though, that's the thing. Reid's got to get back to bowling that at the stumps, middle and leg. Cosson showed his intent, he gets that width. Oh,
and another one. Oh, again, Lucas just missing the stumps, but 2 sevens in a row. Cosson, then Foster. They've put Western Australia right back in the equation.
And Reid is feeling it. Reid is feeling it. Cosson's got to be smart here, though. If it's not there, he shouldn't just go for it. They've done the job. Oh, confusion.
Probably a right call of no in the end. So 2 balls remain in the over. The damage done. And again.
Oh, it's got dropped safely. Well, they're into the 80s, and now South Australia will start to look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, they'll be feeling it for sure. It'll be Hine and Hashmi, I think, to bowl the last 2 overs. They get through for 2, do they?
Oh, now he's going to call that as not out for...
Well, he can only be calling it not out because he was safe.
He's made it, yeah. Fielder was fielding the ball.
He's fielding the ball, so he's well within his rights to be in his way there. So very fortunate there, but what a massive over that was. 21 runs from it for Western Australia. And they're right back in it. So they need 20 runs from 2 overs. What a turnaround.
Wow.
Is that the over? I was advocating for that to be the last over, but they've done it in the 14th. So 2 sensible overs from them.
Now it's going to need some brilliant fielding from South Australia. Both these guys are well and truly capable of just down up 2s all the way. Who's going to stand up?
So it'll be Hine. He's bowling to Foster. Oh, just wide of Pearson on the 3 line, and it gets to the backcourt for 4.
The luck's just turning as well at this point. Lucas trying to fire the boys up. Wasn't a bad delivery.
Down, up, chance. Just a single. We're setting up for some sort of finish here, Tony.
Oh, who's going to hold their nerve? That's what it comes down to now.
Well played into the gap. Again.
He's very composed, Foster. Oh, how did that miss? How did
dear, oh dear. What a delivery from Hine.
They really do need a wicket this over, though.
That has gone. That's either just over the top of the bails.
I don't know how it missed.
Oh.
I was waiting for the flashing bails.
Yeah, 2 to come.
Oh,
Chance
catch.
and taken. Cosson did not need to do that.
That's the pressure. He knows it. It was there to just place into the net. Good catch from Lucas under pressure.
Making no mistake about that. Got into position early and 2 dukes to it.
Foster's really talking to Cosson now. Yep. Trying to get his head up. Cosson's got the head down, but there's enough balls still.
Plenty of time. Last ball of the over. Massive wicket. Driven and through!
The 5.
And the wicket has been recovered immediately. Foster has got it underneath a diving Dion Lucas and puts another 5 runs on the board, and Western Australia have moved back to 91. Tony Panicasio, what a match we are witnessing.
I'm glad I'm not either one of the coaches.
Absolutely. And 2 amazing games of indoor cricket taking place right now. The other stream, another last over finish, but on this channel the equation is this. There are 6 balls remaining in the match and 12 runs separating the teams. Western Australia have to win. They cannot tie, so they need 13 runs from these 6 deliveries. A tie is good enough for South Australia. For the winner, it's the prelim. The loser, the tournament ends. Hashmi begins, 2 runs.
I think it's going to come down to how Cosson plays the over. I'm confident Foster will hit the ball. Cosson's the key man.
11 runs from 5 balls required. It's flat.
And no
and
run.
A dot.
Wow. Hashmi will keep the ball up, so there's still going to be that chance to hit the big shot if they need.
So 4 balls remain, 11 runs required.
There's the 2.
Chance at the top, the throw is high. Foster's going to have to be the one to hit the back net. They need at least 1 back net shot here. 3 balls remain, 9 runs required. There it is.
Well hit, and only 2.
2 runs.
Well, 2 balls. Either one now has to go to the back.
So, what sort of a field are South Australia going to set? They have to protect the back.
Yeah,
Western Australia needs 7 runs.
Hashmi would do well not to give them the drive.
I'd be backing Foster to do this, so I think Cosson should help himself to 2. No, he drives.
Oh, he's missed it.
He's missed a stump, so it's come down to the last ball.
He needs a 7.
Be the man.
He needs a 7.
Has to be 7. A 5's
not good enough.
5 will tie the game, and South Australia will advance. Foster's the man. Of course, an extra will be rebowled, and that changes everything.
It's been a great chase.
Driven, it's through.
That's one only.
A single, and South Australia have done the job. And it's over, innings and match.
That's game.
He's called it, and South Australia have advanced to the preliminary final in a cracking game of indoor cricket. A disappointed Western Australia should be very proud of a fantastic effort in that run chase. That seesawed all over the place. Tony Panicasio.
It's terribly hard to be the losing side in this, but credit to South Australia. A couple of times I thought they were gone and they just found ways to get the wickets. Poor old Western Australia, they're devastated as they should be. They've put in a great effort to chase 103 down to the last ball. That's just a great effort, but at the end of the day, South Australia held their nerve.
They certainly did. Just some key wickets at crucial times.
But even the last bit of fielding, Pearson was able to stop that from going to 5. Foster was already looking for that extra run to turn it into 6 had it gone to the back, so great game.
That's just an illustration of how incredible matches of indoor cricket can be. Those of you that tune in to some of our other match can tell you that Western Australia have won that 13 and under boys semi-final by 1 run off the last ball.
Off the last ball.
So they will now advance to the preliminary final against New South Wales while the tournament ends for the Cyclones. On the other court, in the 15 and under major semi, Queensland have done the job fairly convincingly against the Cyclones, so that means that the prelim final in the 15 and under division will be between South Australia and the New South Wales Cyclones, while again the tournament ends for Western Australia. What a fantastic tournament it has been for them, though, and they'll obviously be disappointed, but gee, they can take a lot out of the tournament and that match in particular.
Without a doubt. I mean, in the 2 games between the 2 sides, there's less than 8 runs between them. Speaks volumes for the way that both teams have approached the game. Nothing in it. At the end of the day, 1 decision. is all there is between the game.
So that was just the second of 6 matches we have for you on this channel, and of course another 6 on our other channel of indoor cricket finals action for you today. Our next match will be the major semi-final in the 17 and under girls division between Victoria and Queensland. But for the moment, Tony, thank you very much for your company and insights during that match.
Thank you, Cam. It's been a pleasure, and it was a great game to be a part of.
It certainly was. Do stay with us. We're going to take a short break on the stream now. The coverage will resume in a few minutes here from Dubbo Sports World, and commentary will resume a little in advance of the 1:45 major semi-final game between Victoria and Queensland. But for now, I'm Cameron Walter, and thanks for your company.